Today, I just woke up pissed off about Call of Dragons because there's one aspect of this game, as you've seen in the title, which is just artifacts. Let's honestly talk about artifacts, because this whole area to me pisses me off, because you could easily make artifacts so much better, and if you actually catered what the game was, entailed for, artifacts honestly wouldn't be a problem, and a lot of players probably would feel a little bit more benefited when it comes to opening artifacts and going so on. So what I'm talking about is the basic pool of artifacts, as you guys know. So we've got these first set of artifacts that we've got on screen. You're able to earn these, right, and get these in Insight Room, and these give you, when you max them out, a total of 5% extra damage taken or dealt, right? Comparing this something to like the Dragon Scale Armor, or even if you go into like the Spirit Bone Talk, any of the newer ones, right? Gilded Crossbow, again, Golden Crest, another prime example. All of these artifacts at base level have 7.5%. So inherently, even if you ignored these actual, effects, what they do, and you was just trying to put the best bang for your buck, stat for stat, every single time, these are just obsolete, especially for the better, stronger players in the game. And that just honestly just rubs me the complete wrong way. And I think everyone is in agreement that, to me, it's too early to power creep artifacts. Like, you must be out of your fucking mind right now if you think, as a dev, the only way you're going to be able to sell a artifact like Spirit Bone Talk is if you give it the extra, 7.5% on the details when you upgrade this thing up, right, all the way back up to the top, and then you go all the way into your, little area here. 7.5%, right? Insane. It's just absolutely insane. And the thing is with artifacts, what a load of players, including myself and including a lot of other players, were really excited about when it came to Call of Dragons and it came to the artifacts gameplay, we understood artifacts were like a utility tool. They were like an ultimate additional ability you put onto that march, and it did change the way it interacted. And the reason it pisses us off right now is all the artifacts coming out after another is an artifact designed specifically for one hero, or for the heroes that have came out. Gold Crest, prime example. Spirit Bone Talk, another prime example here. Gilded Crossbow, another prime example. Dragon Scale Armor, another prime example for Madeline in the earlier season, right? And this goes on and on. And the thing is with artifacts, which made artifacts cool, wasn't the fact that they were, specific for one actual legion or one specific hero. What made Dragon Scale Armor really interesting was, yes, it worked with Madeline, but this ability technically works with any hero in the game in the future that has a shielding style effect on it. Same with like the Rattle Spear. You could argue this was a really interesting artifact because anyone that does a defense break in the future for an archer can come back to the Rattle Spear. And that's a really, again, interesting effect that you're able to do. Viola's Bow, another prime example of it, right? Even if we go to some of the other artifacts I don't personally own, so like the Breath of Gigantis, prime example. So if you just go to replace here, woo, go all the way down, right? So if you go to like the Breath of Gigantis, this is a prime example of an amazing, cool artifact that just no one has really access to, but it's just so effective on what it does. And it's these kind of tools what make artifacts exciting. It's not the power creep. And I think what pisses everyone off, including myself, is the fact that these artifacts, like the Mirage Orb, is just doing strictly better because it does have a 2.5% advantage. And not a lot of people are probably going to get pissed off with me saying this, but I personally think the game is in no stage right now to be doing this. I think all of these artifacts should be at 5% damage like all the others. And maybe, guys, a year or 2 years down the line, if Call of Dragons makes it that far and it doesn't die off from just making bad decisions after bad decisions, what it would entail then maybe the 2 years down the line, like the G5, G6 artifact pool, maybe they are just strictly insanely stronger than these ones with their effects, with their additional effects. So it would make sense then to go back to the G1 artifacts, the G2 artifacts, give them a little bit of extra damage dealt bonus, ready then, so they can kind of match up with those newer artifacts for players. And that would be just, again, a really fair understanding on artifacts. Another thing that really pisses me off, guys, is just the way artifacts are obtained. Artifacts are obtained in the most ridiculous way, and it makes no sense with what the devs have done. Because in reality, if they took their path, got their creative team, sat down at a table, they could have easily made this system in Call of Dragons an amazing place to play. So what I'm talking about, the actual summoning area for artifact draws. So this is one area you're able to get artifacts. You're obviously able to get events, right? Like the Forge of Light, like the Riches of the Forest. But I'm going to exclude those out of this topic just for now. We'll bring them back in a little bit later, right? Why I'm a bit more annoyed. But on the map, as you guys know, the only other way to get artifacts is through these purple chests or the green or blue chests, depending where you are, right, on the map. And these are going to give you PvE style artifacts. Artifacts like good at gathering, peacekeeping, just that general basis, and kind of on, didn't even time this, but amazing princess going in to do one, right? But you're able to get these artifacts from here. Where the problem lies now, for me as a player, and I think many players in the community will agree with this, and I don't think they really understood deep down in the mind how fucked up this system really is, right? Mad Goblin's Boon is a gathering-based artifact. You got the Mana Stone again, which is kind of an all-rounder. It's basically a PvE artifact. It's summoning a rune stone on the map to help your account. This PvE artifact, right? If you come further down, we've got the Karata's Wrath, which you've seen in the chest. We've got the Lucia's Horn as well as Ancient Tree Roots. So that just showcases already 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 artifacts in the pool, in the probability table, that honestly does not need to be there, because this probability table and why people are spending their artifacts, keys in here are trying to get the PvP ones. I have only just recently, guys, unlocked my Staff of the Prophet for the first time, right? Wolf, Woman of Halo, I've still not unlocked this at all in this game. And all the other artifacts like the Tear of Arbon, Shadow Blades, Soul Blade, and Phoenix Eye, I have level 5, but I have that through the Insight Rune, right? And we're going to talk about the Insight Rune, another reason which pisses me off about artifacts still to this day. So what I would believe should happen is these artifacts shouldn't even be in the pool. And the thing is, when the newer artifacts like the Breath of the Gigantistas all come out, they've done those wheels in the Season 1, you're going now into Season 2, where you're going to get the Mirage Orb and all the cool new artifacts like Goldcrest, whatever, right? Those artifacts should be put into this pool. Only the PvP artifacts should be attainable in here, because people want to look forward to unlocking an artifact. And the fact that you have these honest to God just misses in here just gets rid of the reason people really want to spend artifact coins. On top of that, look, got a legendary on video. I was hoping to get a just a normal kind of epic, but let's see what we get, right? We got a legendary, and there we go. We've got that brand new artifact, but this is not something I personally want. I'm looking for something that's PvP related, that's going to help my marchers in the open field. I don't really care about Mana Stone Hunter. This is cool that I've unlocked it, but I expect this in a different area, which we're going to go into right now, right? So this just showcases, honestly, the full extent on why people hate artifacts. Let's just be real. Right now, I have just opened artifact. I've got a legendary. I was hyped up, and then it was all taken away because it was not anything I actually care about. I really do not care about a mana. stone. We've got so many behemoths in the area that we're able to get them anywhere. So why do I really care about that, right? So this area really needs to get addressed. And the way they could have addressed it is, as I've said, make the PvP related artifacts only available in the artifact draw. So then what the creative team could have done, and which makes a lot more sense for a game like Call of Dragons, which has a massive map, right? And has so much stuff you're able to do, right? And there's just open, dead space that no one really cares about. Let's be honest, there's just no one caring about being around here, right? What you already have is this system, and this is the dark chest system, and the dark chest should only have those PvE artifacts, like the brand new gathering one, like the Manister one I've just got, right? Only the PvE stuff should be in here. And what could be really cool for us, the gamers, even a free-to-play player that's trying to find some cool artifacts, you could even put into these artifact chests certain ones that are really good for behemoth raids, right? Really good for caravan, like certain PvE style artifacts that help players in events. And the only way you can obtain them is through the PvE chests. And obviously we've got this one chest at the moment. It's nothing too crazy, but that would allow you then to create some more content for us, the players, to actually do on the map. For hypothetical, imagine another little zone around here, which is very similar to one of these, right? It could be just how you've got this little plateau somewhere else. It goes down. It takes maybe 5 players to start it to encourage socials, and it needs to be 5 different legions, not 5 of the same marches from the same player. Get 5 alliance members there to work together to do it, right? And what this could be like a gauntlet, right? So you go in, you get ready, you can trigger it, and everyone has to tick the box or something like you would do it in a behemoth raid event. And then once everyone's pressed the green and it's triggers, maybe they've got to just stay inside the ring for like a minute and a half. And all that happens is troops keep coming and coming and coming, and you have to survive the onslaught. Like, that's just an easy just suggestion straight away of how you could add things to the map and give players different cool events they can do without stamina, because they've used all of their stamina to do this, and the reward is you're getting those keys to be put into these chests. Another thing you could do is maybe a mini caravan event. We've kind of spoke about this, right? You can go and do the caravan, as you guys know, the big alliance event that has 5 different stages. It's really difficult, right, as you keep going up. But what about a little mini version? Why not just make a mini version on the map, again, which takes about 5 players to start it. You've got to get this caravan, which could be Keller, doing some really funny stuff, you know, speaking from here. And you've got to get her, you know, just across the map, I don't know, like round here or something, right? Not too far, but a nice distance. And what this allows players, again, is to participate in fun events they can just do and get some extra reward through these dark chests and get PvE related, you know, artifacts for their account. That's gonna help them in their account. And that is where I think they made a massive error, and which pisses me off to this fucking day, man, with artifacts. Like, they've just mixed up, to me, the artifact pool. Like, the artifact draw should be for PvP, the dark chest and everything on the map should be for the PvE content. Soon as you start convoluting them, it doesn't help anyone. Like, the real thing is, like, if you're gonna do that, right, as the devs have done, let's be honest, why have you not put in, for example, Bloodbed Banner, or, you know, Staff of the Prophet, Wolfwoman Hollow, name any of these, right? Why have you not put any of these PvP based artifacts in the dark chest? Like, if you're gonna put the PvE ones in the PvP area, why are you not putting the PvP ones in the PvE area? It has to work both ways, right? And it clearly doesn't, because the devs do not want you to get artifacts. And that is honestly the sad shit about Call of Dragons, because artifacts are fucking cool. Let's be honest, artifacts are cool. Artifacts are so goddamn cool in this game. They allow you to do some interesting stuff. The real, you know, current meta, as you guys know, the Staff of Prophet, teleporting bomb troops in there. Bro, so many players, even free-to-players, could have been able to help do this in their alliance, because all you needed is the effect, right? And some players are just not able to participate because there's no way of getting enough artifact keys or getting the artifacts you want on your account for, you know, just to play with. On top of this, which pisses me off, and we're going to finish up with the last little bits on artifacts and how these devs can definitely fix the game with me ranting about all this shit in Call of Dragons that makes no sense. Even to this day, this area makes no sense. Like, you brought in a really cool chest here, and I can't even click on it now to showcase it, but you guys know you can get the free city skins, and you can get the 4 artifacts, if I remember off the top of my head. But those 4 artifacts are Shadow Blades, Sword and Blade, Tear of Albon, Dragon Rift. So those are the 4 artifacts. And you can see I've already level 5'd them, and many players have, and there's no other choices. Like, you should be able to, when you complete that season pass, like you've done in VIP, and don't worry guys, I'm going to have a full video on VIP, because fuck me, I hate this system to this day. But like in VIP, you see how you've got this daily select hero tokens? I can choose any hero in the game, right? And pick them every single day and get tokens towards them. Why isn't the season pass the same? Like, let's be honest. Like, why isn't you can choose what epic hero I can go for, but I can't choose any of the basically the generational 1 artifacts. So you could literally allow players to choose any of these artifacts apart from maybe, you know, your Spiritbone Torque, your Gilded Crossbow, your other new artifacts, Spring Blades, right? All of these newer ones, maybe you don't allow them. Maybe it has to wait until you get into Season of Strife, and then you get access to maybe like these, you know, newer ones like the Spiritbone Torque and Spirit Blades, for example. It would make sense, but at the moment, even the Insight rune pisses me off because it makes no sense and it doesn't benefit anyone. Because yes, you can get, and people will be typing in the comments right now as I'm talking about this, yeah, but Sneaky, you can get the little extra, you know, extra sculptures to get your 6 stars. It's like, yeah, I know, but I can still do that anyway through the PvE content. Like, what the fuck are you on about? Like, bro, allow us to get artifacts, because artifacts is honestly one of the biggest determining factors in the game, and you don't give players artifacts. So fix artifacts in Call of Dragons is basically today's video. As you can tell, I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't understand why the power creeping them, why they're locking so much content behind doors. And you can see why other competitors like Whiteout Survival, which is honestly nowhere near as fun as this game is, but it's a lot more chilled, and everything you do, you get rewarded for. Like, it feels good to do stuff in that game. And in this game, it doesn't feel good at all. It always feels like you're just getting the bare minimum to keep going. It's like they're dangling the carrot in front of the donkey that's starving to keep it traveling on the desert road. That's how it feels, honestly, when it comes to artifacts and Call of Dragons. So that's today's video. It's me ranting about artifacts. You guys kind of like these videos. I've got a few lined up, don't worry. I've got a few topics I do want to talk about and get off my chest and see what you guys think, right? Do you agree with what I've said in this video? Pop it down in the comment section down below, because you can clearly see from these videos, the devs must watch them at some point, because they're getting enough popularity, they're getting enough attraction, they're getting enough likes, comments, and they look at them and things are changing. Things seem to be changing. If it's been the cheating, it's just been the way they've been trying to dress things as well, which has been better. Who knows? So artifacts, put your comments down below, smash the like, hit the subscribe button, share this about. If you're brand new, share it to your alliance. Help to grow the community. We're almost at the 7K mark. And until the next video, guys, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.